Hey lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive in into today's video. So lovelies, there is this video that is going viral on TikTok about a particular German woman who decided to come for black women, telling them that they are not a competition, and this actually made a lot of people reacting, and I was able to put up some reactions from black men, which on today's video I have reactions on black women finally responding to her. I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together from black women. Please leave me your own thoughts.
This video is dedicated to that German woman who's on the internet and black women's business. First of all, you're because you clearly do your research. You know, on the internet, you're talking off the side of your mouth. You know nothing about black women. The only thing you know about black women is what that simp that striked out in America laid up and told you. You know nothing about us, and it's real clear. Because if you would have did your research, you would have known. You would know what black women have been through in this country and how we've been POP holding it down for years. First of all, for generations, most black women have not had the luxury to be feminine and soft and have a soft life. We've been out here in that field taking care of all kind of pale kids from slavery to after slavery. And then when we're afforded the ability to go get a job in corporate, in the warehouses, we still had to work. We've always had to work. Most of us. I work now. And guess what? America high as hell. Even the white women got to work here. It's not like how it used to be. Everybody got a job now. You know how I know white women work? Because I work with them. Okay? So while you over here in black American women business, you stay your ass in Germany to where you could be Molly the maid all day. Because we're not trying to be Molly the maid all day no more. Because we still got to go to work and be Molly the maid, raise kids. We don't got time for it. You don't know nothing about us over here. What was the point of your video? Don't you got a man? You trying to be a pick-me? Who you trying to be a pick-me to? Don't you got a man? You trying to get another one? Why are you on the internet talking about black women business? Because that video had no concern in it. You were not sincere. You're not trying to help nobody. You trying to down talk to be a pick-me. For who? Don't you got a man? Worry about him. You trying to get another one? Uh-huh. Yeah, ho. I know you are. Mind your business, bitch.
Girl, what the fuck is wrong with black women? Why is y'all getting on TikTok agreeing with this German bitch? Are y'all okay? Listen, I done said it before, I'll say it again. Black women are their own worst enemy. Like, what the fuck do you gain from getting on TikTok admitting defeat to goddamn Heinz 47? Oh, she's right. Black women, we aren't any competition. No, you self-hating bitches ain't no motherfucking competition. I ain't even seen that German Shepherd's video, and I hope I never do, because I'm really not trying to hear no shit like that. You not finna sit up in my face and lie. If black women weren't competition, you would never have to say it, sis. Let's be real. We are your biggest competition. Y'all been competing with us since we were slaves. Let's be real, bitch. You like to play into the white supremacist standards of women and femininity that cater to you. That's the only reason why you believe that black women are no competition. You're simply just upholding white supremacy to secure your spot, because let's be real, without that privilege, you bitches ain't. Oh, Lord, don't even get me started. You boring, basic ass. Look, I don't even want to take it there, because I'm not really trying to start no race war amongst women. And I have no reason to tear you girls down, because when I say that y'all not no competition, I actually mean it. I ain't never had to get on no platform and announce that German women are not competition for me. Cause like, duh, you literally got Hitler genes and you worried about black women? But as for the black women who agree with her, who are trying to make think pieces, wagging their fingers and lecturing other black women, please die. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I don't know, find you some way to heal from your trauma. Like, I don't know why you hate being a black woman so much. I guarantee you it has something to do with the way black men treat you. And that's very unfortunate, because if you would just, put yourself in environments with black men who actually value women and appreciate them, then you wouldn't have to feel this way. And you wouldn't want to make other black women feel as low and worthless as you do. And I mean it. Every single one of you black women that got on here and defended that woman and said that she was right, you're worthless. Useless. Like, at this point, we cannot blame black men for what's going on no more, y'all. It's always been easy to point out when black men are disrespecting us, or when black men are co-signing outsiders degrading us, or when black men aren't protecting us. But I've been seeing a lot of instances where it's black women degrading each other, disrespecting each other, or defending the degradation and disrespect of us, and depriving us of protection. You bitches need healing.
All right, let's get into it. I recently saw this video where this woman was spewing some seriously offensive nonsense about African American men and women. She claimed that African American men avoid African American women because we yell, don't listen, we fight too much, we lack family units, we're not thoughtful, and she said we're not as feminine as she believes we should be. And then she also suggested that German women are a better choice. As an African American woman, I find that incredibly disrespectful and ignorant. Now, I have to think, why does she post this video? And I thought to myself, there could be several reasons. First, it could be a blatant grab for attention. Posting controversial or inflammatory content gets views, comments, and shares. Because look, I'm talking about it right now. But it's a surefire way to get engagement. Now, this could be a reflection of her own personal bias and beliefs, or maybe she genuinely holds these views or has been influenced by her own experiences, but that doesn't make it right or acceptable. Some people use controversial content to spark debates or to drive a narrative. They think that presenting extreme viewpoints will provoke reactions or lead to a broader conversation, but all it really does is perpetuate division and negativity. And let's not ignore the financial angle. Content that stirs strong reactions often perform well in terms of views and revenue. So it's about the clicks and the cash and spreading the word of misinformation. So yeah, she could be using clickbait tactics. I've seen some African American women agreeing with her, and that's their right. But let's be clear, just because someone agrees with these harmful stereotypes doesn't make them right. I could easily pick apart and criticize aspects of any culture, including those beyond people's control. But I won't, because that's not constructive and that's not me as a person. We have a choice, and either we perpetuate division and negativity, or we rise above it and recognize the strengths and achievements within our own community, right? So let's not get it twisted. Admiring German practices for choosing partners based on mutual content is fine. It's a positive aspect of their culture, but using it as a weapon to belittle and compare is not okay. The opinions of one person does not represent an entire culture, and it's unfair to generalize or criminalize based on stereotypes. So, to you, lady.
I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before and somebody completely new. And let me tell you, the moment I stepped into that man's life, he really didn't know how to deal with my femininity, because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him, because that's not something that I learned from home. If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak, and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean. I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this. So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this, because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, His peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. You know, like the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially Black American family, has barely a family unit. You know, there is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that impact that I had on him back then? So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. It doesn't matter if they're young, it doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown, because unfortunately a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not for the rest of their life. They say by choice, but I don't believe them. I already knew.
I find shit a day late and a dollar short. So I found the German lady, right? And let me just say this. If y'all have not watched the video in its entirety, please go back. But I'm talking about my perspective and my perspective only of what she's saying. There were a few parts, and the first part really struck out for me. She said, I wasn't loud, I wasn't yelling, I sat down and listened to him, I let him talk, right? Let me tell you about the last man that I was with, okay? Now granted, I came from a household where my mother was loud, she was very boisterous in her tone, she was very passionate about how she said shit to me and everybody else. So, what I learned was, that's not gonna get the best results. Sometimes that shit don't work. And it didn't take until I was with this last guy to realize, let's try something different, shall we? So I unlearned the behavior that was shown to me, which was the loud and the boisterous, right? Yo, this man was glitching, okay? He didn't understand why I didn't go back and forth with him. He didn't understand why I told him, sit down when we're talking. Because when you stand up over me, I feel like you're threatening, and I'm gonna act accordingly. His knee-jerk reaction was to do this, like, I can't get through to you, And I would just sit back quiet and just watch it all unfold. And little did he know, I had to learn that. I had to learn to be quiet while you're talking. I had to learn to give you patience when you're talking and not overtalk you. I had to learn it. And you know what happened? He still left. So, I'm not saying she wrong, but I'm not saying she right either. Because even giving that was not enough. You can't keep what don't want to be kept. And for you, ma'am, I'm so happy that you are his nanny, his mima, his mama. Because there's a lot of men who refuse to acknowledge that they have a mama wound and they don't want to address it.
Hey TikTok, this is good Dominique. I saw this video days ago. I just had to take my time to respond to it. Because I had so many thoughts I wanted to put together, but this is what I finally came up with. Here we go. I find it ironic when a white woman starts dating a black man. She have all these critiques for black women and our culture and how we deal when it comes to black men. Let's start there. She said there was no competition. Then she said, let's speak objectively. And then she said all these things that are not accurate in every case within the black woman. She said, he didn't know how to deal with my femininity because black women don't know how to be feminine. Who told you that, sis? And where are you getting your information from? Where, sis? The problem is black women and white women have two different mindsets growing up. And let me explain. The black woman is growing up with the mindset that she has to provide and take care of herself. Because in reality, we do. And so a man come along and, step in and do his part in the sense of, either coming together and making this a union or, just being that male figure that this woman needs in her life. A white woman grows up to think about marriage. Not a career necessarily, but marriage. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. A black woman is taught to be strong, be independent in the workforce because we are at the bottom of the ladder. White men, white woman, black men, black woman. That's just the facts. So we have to be aggressive. We have to be independent. We have to fight for everything we want in the workforce. Absolutely. A white woman was told, just find you a good old husband. I'm going to take care of you. No matter if he beats your ass, no matter if he do this, no matter if he's a narcissist, no matter if he's a crazy person, just deal with it, because you know why? You have to be a good wife and just take whatever comes to you. And last but not least, I'm saying all this to say this. You see how all these things with stereotypes, I just said, or generalization, and some people might come on my comments and say, you're absolutely right. And then some people are like, oh no, you're wrong. And that, you know why? Because everyone lives different lives. You cannot characterize a group of people according to one man's experience and dating a few black women in his lifetime. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So if you're happy with your American black man you find, congrats to you and him. I hope y'all last a really long time. But don't wait until you date a black man is when you feel like you can come in and say what you want to say about black women and nobody's going to respond. And this is why these videos are happening to you, because you cannot speak for all black women. Just like I would never say you speak for all white women, because there are some white women that understand and they are cool, and I have no issue with them. But women like you are my problem, because you're not going to generalize a whole group of black women. That's just not okay. So do better and be better, because your philosophy is not my reality. Have a good day.
Whoa, baby, listen. We don't want no smoke. Nah, we don't want no smoke. As a matter of fact, what we as black women are prepared to do as a courtesy, as a gift to you, we will start the biggest GoFundMe page possible in the United States and rent you the biggest Carnival cruise ship that you can find to come back over here and get the rest of them. Yeah, come on, get the rest of them. The gaslighters, the narcissists, the one that don't like to take care of their kids, the ones with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 baby mamas, the one that like to get on social media bashing black women, the one that like to be disrespectful, the one that don't like to work, the ones that are sassy and zesty, the ones with anger issues, mommy issues, daddy issues, baby, come get them all. Yeah, come get them all. We don't want no smoke. I promise you we don't. Because before we get up and compete with you for one of them, we will run booty, butt ass naked in the forest with a bear with honey drizzling on our bodies and get attacked by killer bees. Now what time we need to have them ready?
Girl, shut the fuck up. Cut the shit. For real. It is a lot of black women out here that can show femininity, or however you say it, and be nurturing and caring and everything like that. It is a lot of us out here like that and have dominant in them. It just depends on what type of black man that you are working with, that you feel like you can be feminine with and nurturing and caring to. But then you have black men out there that you feel like you have to be dominant with. Black women go through so much in today's society to where we have to be dominant and aggressive because what we go through, what people put us through. I feel like what this lady is saying is wrong, and please stop comparing yourself to us.
Like, seriously, lovelies, I do not understand the reason why, someone will just wake up in the morning and decided that black women is just her problem. So this German woman in question, took to her page and began to narrate the life of a black woman and how black people are not family oriented. She talks about how black women are not, in their feminine whatever, that they are very masculine, that they are too loud, shouting, screaming, and all of that, like, or the critique that actually the society has described black women to look like, without her, trying to verify if this actually involve all of the black women, most thing about this is that some of these people just get into interracial relationship, and they are looking for how to spice up their interracial relationship that is maybe falling apart. And they decided that they are just gonna come up with something that will just spike their relationship and make it still flourish. And one thing is that you have your relationship with a black dude, and nobody is trying to come for you for having a relationship. People don't even care about that. People don't care what you want to do with your life, or how you want to live your life, or how you want to actually build your own family. And you decided that you have an opinion of how all of the black women build their lives. And the way she is even talking and describing as if we have never had any form of successful relationship from black couple. Like sometimes when I go through my For You page on TikTok, I see, so many black couple, black relationship, black love and all of that. And I question myself, well, is it that I am in this part of TikTok? I was thinking that these people are with the narration of, oh, black people does not have relationship, black people relationship does not work. It's all about toxicity and all of that. And this woman decided that she know exactly what is happening in the lives of every black family, black woman, black whatever, that she have to comfortably come on her page and rant all of the things that she ranted about black women, dragging them as if these women are in competition. Like, I don't understand. People you are calling out, they don't even notice you. They don't know if you exist or not. They don't care the person you're dating. They don't care if you're dating white, black, or yellow, or blue person. And I don't just understand how people will just stay on their own and decide that they are just going to come for someone that does not even care about if they exist or not. If you are with a black dude and with your relationship is flourish, it's just congratulations to you. Like, you don't have to drag any other person about that. If you feel that maybe what you've heard from maybe your relationship or from your partner about, the experience you have had from a black woman, you are not using that to generalize all of the black women. Like, I don't get that. You should actually, try to understand, but you should try to understand that there are different kind of relationship. It's actually what you give in a relationship that you take back. Like, as a question I even have for her, if she's so perfect, if she's so, oh my God, 100%, why is it that she chose to date a black guy? Why is it that she didn't date her own race? Like, why is it that she didn't choose to date her own race? If she's so perfect, why is it that her own race didn't choose her? Then she decided to go for a black dude. This is the question I keep asking myself. If you're too perfect, you serve your man, you do all of the things you said in your said video. So why are you not dating your race that actually will appreciate all of that? Like, I don't understand. See, the relationship, yeah, it doesn't mean like every relationship shouldn't, like, there are different kinds of relationship. There is one that will be successful and there is one that wouldn't. If you guys are not perfect for each other, no matter how you want to try to do that, it can never be perfect. This has nothing to do with race. You don't know the kind of girl you're dealing with, or you want to get into a relationship with. It's when the relationship progresses, then you guys, try to realize, okay, maybe I'm perfect for you, I'm not perfect. Like, all of these things you're trying to do, trying to like being pleasy. There are some certain guys you still do something at that such to. This particular guy will still cheat on you. And there is a guy that you won't actually do all of the pleasing to. This guy will still worship you. So I don't get it. I don't get why all these things has to be a race thing. It doesn't have to be a race thing. It has to do with the individual. It has to do with, the kind of person you're dealing with. Like, seriously, when I saw her video, I was like, what is she talking? How was she in her home? I should know exactly what is happening in the life of every black person or every black woman or black family. Like, there are so many black women who pays up the bills, takes care of the children, still works, and this man will still leave them. Like, still they take care of the children, pay the bills, take care of their men, but this man will still leave them. And there are some women that will not even do the same thing. The men will still leave them. And there's some men that does, the men will not. So this thing is just individual. There's some people that falls in love and falls out of love. So that doesn't mean that because she's a black woman or a white man, I have to, And that's one thing about interracial relationship. When you are, I believe that when a guy is in an interracial relationship with a non-black person, the way at which this guy treats a non-black person is different from the way at which he treats a fellow, black person. Like, they see a fellow black person as, okay, my sister, my everything, so I can just do whatever I want to do, and she's gonna take it because I'm not only her lover, her husband, or whatsoever. I'm still, the same person with her, so she's just gonna take everything. But when it's in turn of maybe dating other race, they will just want to behave because you know why? Because that's something they call the white tears. Because these people are just being very cautious. They just want to be, they need to behave themselves. Because if they don't do that, and you went ahead to use your white women tears on them, they might get themselves in trouble. But in times of black women, they know that no matter what, these black women will still not want to, they just have to put up with everything. Because, I wouldn't want my own, brother to be put behind bars or because of some kind of relationship issues. So these are just the kind of things you have. It's also when a black girl or a black woman is in a relationship with a white man, there's some things that she have to take, and there's some things, and there's a way a white man also treats a black woman. So this is just, it has to do with relationship issues and individual things. It's not necessarily the race thing, black woman and white woman thing. Like, oh my goodness, seriously. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for education and informative purposes. So please, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you, lovelies, when I
Watch up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, share this video, leave a thought in the comment section, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload